So I joined the banking industry 5 years ago, and just as I joined, the Holy Spirit said to me, you know what, you need to give your first 3 months salary to God. And I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I eventually did it. It was tough, it was hard, but I did. Now, shortly after that, when it was time for tithing, I started with 10%, but the Holy Spirit said to me again, for you to be extraordinary, you need to do more than the ordinary. You need to give more than 10%. So I started to increase my tithe. I think I started with 12, went up to 14. And the next year, he said to me, you know what, every year you need to increase your tithe. Whether you get a promotion, no matter what happens, you need to increase your tithe. So I did all of those for 5 years. And by the beginning of this year, I realized that I started giving up to 32% of my income as tithe. I got 2 promotions in 3 years. That is exceptional for the banking industry, especially for somebody who works in back office. Now, last year, November, I started to feel a bit uneasy. I wanted to move. I was tired of being in the banking industry. I wanted to do something different. And my brother said to me, you know what, people are getting jobs from LinkedIn. You need to go there. I've actually never been on LinkedIn. So I joined LinkedIn. I didn't have a CV for 5 years because I never even dreamt of leaving where I was. I dusted up my CV, started to apply for roles on LinkedIn, and I got some really fantastic roles. I got a role for a company which I interviewed for, but at the end of the day, it didn't pan out well, but it was really fantastic. I was pretty upset because I thought that, you know what, I had my seed in the ground. Why was God delaying, even though it was just like 4 months of applying for roles? The Spirit just kept on saying to me through people, rest, rest. Now, eventually, 2 weeks after the rejection I got from the other company, another company sent me a mail and said to me that they had seen my profile on LinkedIn and they were interested in having discussions with me for a senior role. I got the job, and it was for a company who is currently top 3 in transportation and haulage in Nigeria. Now, the juice is, by the time I calculated the tithe I was paying 32%, and 32% is more or less the tithe of a senior manager. I actually got a senior management role in the company that I was headhunted by. So I just wanted to say to people out there that no matter how long you've been sowing that seed, no matter how long that seed has been in the ground, God is constantly working behind the scenes. Do something extraordinary for God, and He will do something extraordinary for you.